often have you wanted to create a somewhat complex chart and you thought it's just too much stress and hassle, it's going to take too much time to do that? Well, let me show you in this video how to use PowerPoint's SmartArt, which can be a really good starting point if that's what you want. Hi, I'm Michelle, a computer coach here sharing tips and tricks on your everyday software to make life that little bit easier. For those that may not have heard of SmartArt, it has been around in PowerPoint for actually quite a few years, and it's a built-in list of charts for different options, for different types of information that you can just basically type in or paste the information and it will fit into this chart diagram that you want. It's really quick and easy to use and can be really useful, but remember, it can also be quite limiting. Let me create a new slide and I'm just going to use the default title and content because SmartArt, get rid of that, because SmartArt is one of the options. I can just click on the button and there are all the options available to us. We can just look at the full list, but if you're looking for something specific, you can also jump down to the different sections. I mean, they're pretty good, let's be honest. There is a lot there. And don't forget, just because it's giving you this picture, it's not restricting it to those exact number of items. You can adjust it however you need. So I am going to click, let's click cycle and let's use the basic radial. You can click on the options to get a quick preview and you can just move around. When you're happy, simply choose OK. This opens up a text box. Bear in mind exactly how things are formatted, how they're positioned. So in this example, I've got that middle option. That's the one here. So if I type in MS Office, now I can go down and you can see it's jumped to the radial ones outside. So if I do Word, Excel, I can use the mouse, I can use the arrow keys. You can move between them however you want. It's not a problem. Let's do PowerPoint, Outlook, and as I want more, I can hit return, check that it's at the same level on the text area. So if I choose OneNote, OneDrive, let's do MS Teams, and that's it. You can see it's automatically adjusted and added things in. It resizes the text so that everything fits in, and that's the basics done. It's taking the colors based on your template, but again, we've got options to change things. So we've got our SmartArt design and format. Stick with the SmartArt design for now. And what have we got? Not everything's going to be available. It's going to always depend on what you've got selected, what chart, etc. you've chosen. So I can add shape, which you can see just adds another one of those in. I can choose to delete it, which adjusts it. I would recommend as a general rule, actually, if you want to add things in, it's better to click the text pane to bring that back, because then you can change that around. I can also choose to move it up the list, so I can reorder this, move up, move down, however I need. So you've got complete control over that. Now, you may have chosen a particular chart because it looked interesting, and then as you start creating, you think, that's not giving me the options that I want. The layouts allow us to actually look through things. And what's really nice about this is it should be adjusting as we hover over. So things like this, the reason that that's not looking right is because it doesn't adjust the order, the subheading, the promote, the demote, the bullet points based on things. So if I choose that, I can actually promote it and make them all different options. So actually I'm just backspacing this out. You can see the cycle matrix has only got 4 options, so I can't do that. I can take that down. So it's always going to be adjusted based on what you want. So let's choose, I like that one. It doesn't work, but I've always got like that. So let's choose that one. And you can see I'm tabbing them in. And you can see they now will work, which is pretty much the radial that I had, but I've got square instead of circles. So I'm going to take that back to the radial I initially chose, and you can adjust this however you want. I can click on the arrow and choose the options, and you'll see I've got more layouts. So if you don't want that group of layouts that you've chosen, you can click more layouts and go and choose a different graphic completely. First thing to think of is the styles. So we can go to different options, but you'll notice it's changing it, but it's not changing the color. If I click on change color, I can now choose again from any of the options that it gives me, plus the choice to completely recolor it myself. So let's choose colorful one just to make it more interesting. And again, I can hover over and choose the different options. When I'm done, I simply click away and it's now a standard item within my slide. So it's just an object like anything else. I can select it. Careful what you're selecting. Remember, you can always undo things. So I can select the chart. I can resize it. I can come in, edit it, and it's an object like any other. Over to you. Have a play around. You'll find that there's quite a list of different layouts as we saw. Try it out. See if it works for your presentation and the information that you want to share. Found this video useful? Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be told as more videos like this become available, then remember to hit that subscribe and notification bell. I'll see you next time.